Ridley Scott, been a busy week for Mr. Ridley Scott, Mr. Black. He's been, Ridley Scott has never been afraid to speak his mind, and this has been one of his weeks, for sure. He's a bit of an eccentric movie director, to say the least. But my favorite quote from Mr. Ridley Scott this week was which I wish I added the quote here, but it went along the lines of, and this was in regards to The Last Duel, his current movie that's out in
theaters. I hear is good. Which I hear is like really good.
Here's the problem. He said that his movie is underperforming because it made like 27 mil or some shit in its first run.
Yeah.
He said it's failing because all these millennials growing up on their fucking phones. To which I had a couple of question marks about that, Mr. Black. Couple of things. One, does he realize how old millennials are now? Because I feel like he's talking about them like they're still 19 years old.
I mean, dude, the guy is 83 years old. So it makes sense. And he's probably low-key losing his fucking mind.
And two, I am the core fucking demographic for this movie. Until I saw that quote pop up in my timeline, I hadn't even heard of The Last Duel. It's got actors and actresses I would want to watch. It's on a subject matter that I'd be down to see. I would totally watch this film. And I didn't see a single solitary advertisement. I live on social media. I am a fucking cave troll. I am literally on my phone, like he said, and on the computer all day, every day. I didn't hear a single person talk about it. I didn't see anything on my timeline. I didn't get hit up with any advertisements on like YouTube or some shit. Zero. And so maybe Shot in the Dark is not doing well because the advertising run was doo-doo. My best guess. Or people just don't fucking care about medieval like gore porn with A-list actors.
They definitely do. I mean, they had like Adam Driver, Ben Affleck, fucking Matt Damon.
They're all there.
I mean, it's a star-studded cast, and apparently the movie's really good. They just didn't market it very well at all. I heard about it because like I'm heavy in the movie scene, and I pretty much know everything that's coming out. But like, I'm a small group of people. Like I'm the minority. I think what happened is they were worried about COVID, so they didn't want to spend a shit ton of money in advertisement in case they had to like push the movie back, and then do another run of advertisement, which costs tens of millions, or in some cases $100 million, depending on what you're doing. So I think a big part of it was just bad marketing. I think that's like 80% of the problem. I think the other bit of the problem is also COVID. So people. You need to really have a movie that people cannot resist going to the movies for. Things are picking up now again in the movie theaters, but for a while, like people would only go for very specific things, and this is sort of a
little too niche for them.
I think so, for like the masses, for them to run out. Like if it was on streaming as well, I think this is a movie that probably would have done a little bit better if it was streaming and theater at the same time. Probably would have made a little bit more money. But Ridley Scott, this is just a really bad hot take on his behalf. I mean, the guy he's a phenomenal film director. I mean, he fucking made Gladiator. Gladiator 2 is like greenlit. It's happening. Yep. I mean, it's not even just Gladiator. He's made a ton of fucking great films. And like he's got another one out now, I think. Yeah, dude, the guy is a legend. Like he's a film legend. He's just an 83-year-old bitter old man that made a good movie, and he's fucking salty as shit that people didn't fucking chomp at the bit to run out to watch his movie, especially with all of his star-studded cast. So he just had a hot take.
Yeah,
that's what this is.
So in the spirit of Mr. Ridley Scott's blaming the millennials for something, I have a nice little collection here of things that the media has blamed millennials for killing. Over the last while. Somebody put this together, clipped a bunch of newspaper clippings of all the things over the last few years where millennials were blamed for destroying or killing, well, damn near everything, really, if you've been keeping up. So here's a couple of good ones here. How hipster millennials are killing the Big Mac. Are millennials killing credit? Question mark. Millennials are killing the beer industry. Now millennials are killing marmalade, Mr. Black.
Oh.
How millennials killed the focus group. Millennials are killing chains like Buffalo Wild Wings and Applebee's. Millennials are killing a $1 billion diet staple. Millennials are killing relationships, and we should be concerned. Going along with that, there's one in here about millennials not having sex. Millennials are killing the napkin industry, Mr. Black. We are responsible for the napkin industry's demise.
Wow.
Oh, yes, there it is there. Why aren't millennials having sex? Well done, millennials. You've officially ruined handshakes for everyone.
Well, we may have done that.
It's possible.
I mean,
although I think COVID ruined handshakes for everyone.
Well, I mean, I don't see a lot of people doing your standard handshakes anymore. I think it's more of a lot more props and like different ways to I might agree with that. I mean, the generation before were firm handshakers. You know what I'm saying? Like now we're not really. That's one I'll give them. I'll give them that.
Wait. Are millennials killing the car industry? Question mark. Their bosses? Question mark. Apparently millennials are killing their bosses. That's a good one. Millennials are allegedly ruining hotels for every other generation. Not just the older generations, but also the younger generations.
I mean, I kind of agree with that, but I mean, it's not that we're killing
We're just using
industry.
Airbnb.
We're using Airbnb. We're not. We can go into a home or a flat and not deal with concierge and fucking bookings, like going in there paying overpriced. Although Airbnb isn't the cheapest thing, you're by yourself for the most part. You get to have a home experience being somewhere else. You take that over a hotel just about every day of the week.
Here's a good one. Are millennials killing the vacation? Maybe because we can't afford to take one. That might be part of the problem.
Could be it.
Did millennials kill fashion, Mr. Black? We're probably the wrong people to ask that question.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Millennials aren't eating cereal because it's too much work.
Okay, that's a hot take.
Here's one for you. Millennials are killing the movie business.
No, I don't think that's it at all. The streaming is killing the movie business. That's just the internet is killing the movie business, right? It's not millennials. It's the way the industry is going, and it's not dead by any means. It's just things are changing.
Did millennials kill the Hangout sitcom, Mr. Black?
I don't know.
Or did we just have so many Hangout sitcoms that nobody wants to fucking watch Hangout sitcoms anymore?
Yeah, I think there's just been so many shitty Hangout sitcoms that like we're just over them, and there's so much shit to choose from. I don't know, man. I find any show that has a laugh track pretty fucking cringy.
Oh, it's brutal.
I think there's that 70s show.
Yeah.
And
you gotta tastefully do a fucking laugh track, and a lot of them aren't tasteful. They're blatantly obvious.
I'm not a fan of laugh track shows at all anymore. It just takes me out of it.
The last one, Mr. Black, you ready for this one? How millennials almost, in parentheses, killed the wine cork.
I don't even know I don't even know how that's even possible, but all right, man.
Dude, our generation fucked up the world, apparently. We have destroyed everything. Literally massacring. Are millennials killing gyms? No. Are millennials killing the golf industry? No. We're the reason golf got popular. What the fuck are you talking about? Tiger Woods era came up. We're the only reason that shit's fucking popular.
Yep.
Come on now. Anyway, I thought that was quite funny. It does happen with great frequency that millennials are blamed for it. And it's not that they're saying that millennials are the reason for something declining. They literally say we kill fucking everything. We're murderers. We're mass murderers of every industry on Earth, as it were.